Hello and welcome to the Black Millionaires and Billionaires video magazine. This particular issue is pertaining to Oprah Winfrey, a very brilliant and intelligent woman, a very brilliant business mind and entrepreneur. We will focus on the mind frame and the mindset that is the origins of her success, and with the intent that you could utilize and benefit from this mind frame and this mindset. And the key philosophies of Oprah Winfrey, the successful business owner and billionaire. Oprah achieved extraordinary success coming from a very disadvantaged background, experiencing a background of extreme poverty, experiencing a background of abuse, physical and sexual, and having limited opportunities. However, she overcame all of these difficulties to be one of the most brilliant minds in the world and one of the most successful people in the world. The first philosophy that we will actually focus on, a key philosophy of Oprah Winfrey, is there is no such thing as failure. There's no such thing as failure. Now, one would actually think about this, and many will argue that, well, there is a such thing as failure. If you have a goal and you do not accomplish it, that is failure. However, they are mistaken. If you look deeper into the process of life, you will see that most of the concepts that we actually hold as true are only concepts that are given power by the mind. Failure is a concept that is only given power by the mind, meaning that if the mind perceives failure, then failure exists. If the mind does not perceive failure, then failure does not exist. Within the context of how this could be used as a life-changing philosophy and force of mind, is simple. The perception of losing or defeat is ultimately the greatest obstacle to success. It hurts motivation, it hurts mind power, and basically it limits your ability to come up with ideas and solutions to be successful, because the idea of defeat depresses the mind, and it presses the mind to a compressed, limited ability. Now, when there is the perception that there is no failure, there is no failure. That means that everything that happens in your life is an opportunity, regardless of the setback, regardless of how large the setback, regardless of how small, regardless of what happens. It is all opportunity. So with this mind could never lose, because everything that happens, it converts all events, all energies, negative energies, into positive energies, to where there's always opportunities. Oprah Winfrey has this type of a mind. Regardless of what the circumstance, regardless of how negative, regardless of what type of challenges, Oprah Winfrey was able to utilize any and all things that took place in her life, even the negative, and change it into positive, and to leverage it as insight and as wisdom. She has another philosophy that states that turn your wounds into wisdom, meaning all of your difficulties, your heartaches, your disappointments, turn them into knowledge and power, so that they could empower you to be even more successful. Do not let any type of a setback discourage you. Now, Oprah also utilized this power of mind to help others. And this power of mind to help others is rooted in the idea that there's no such thing as failure. See, in order to perceive life as continuous opportunity, and that others deserve the fair chance to leverage this opportunity, then one must perceive life as continuous opportunity and not failure. One must perceive life as basically victory dependent upon their own abilities and ideas, and not the external circumstances or influences that comprises of challenges and obstacles. One who views life as constant opportunity do not believe in failure, and cannot fail, and will not fail. One who understands this will always be successful and will be able to turn every circumstance into a brilliant and beautiful opportunity. Oprah Winfrey is a master at this particular type of a mind frame, and one could learn from her. This concludes this issue of Black Millionaires and Billionaires.